walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. I'm walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been
Well, folks, it is a Saturday where there has been 19 goals scored across 4 games. Everton have just been beaten 4-1 by Newcastle United. But we move on, folks, because there's an 8 o'clock kickoff, and it is Tottenham against Fulham. It is a London derby. How interesting will it be? Well, one thing for sure is that I can guarantee you is that there will be 20 or more goals for you to watch on your highlights this evening. The question is do Tottenham or Fulham follow suit if they win in being a side who wins the game and scores at least 3 goals? Well, we'll have all the details on Tottenham against Fulham coming up.
Time for cities and towns to start dreaming again.
footsteps of giants. I do not believe my eyes. This is extraordinary. Greatness awaits.
Good evening, everybody, folks. Yes, you heard me right. There has been 19 goals scored across just 4 games on this Saturday. This is the 5th and final one. So, folks, a very good evening to you all, folks, and welcome back aboard to Realltom Football. My name is Tom, and I bring you the watch along tonight, folks, everybody, on this Saturday night for Tottenham Hotspur take on Fulham live in the Premier League. If you do or are watching stream on the replay, then please do make sure that you are leaving a like on the stream, hit that subscribe if you are new, and thank you very much indeed, folks. Everybody joins here today. Your kickoff is coming your way at 8 o'clock tonight for this Saturday evening London derby ahead of a London derby between West and North in Stamford Bridge. Chelsea against Arsenal, which of course is this weekend's headliner. But folks, a 19-goal Saturday, just 5 Premier League games in total. Each winning side has scored at least 3 goals. It has been a rather... Brentford-Burnley has turned... the first half of that game sounded boring dead. But 3-1 for Brentford is just like, wow. City Leeds, what a game that ended up being. Sunderland, what a comeback. And by the way, folks, that Sunderland comeback has actually led to me guessing myself a lovely chunk of 20 quid. Because we had an ACCA insurance in play, which was worth £11.84. And we said Brentford, Manchester City, Sunderland, Coventry, and Borough all to win. Well, guess what? All 5 of those teams won. So the £11.84 is secure and in the bag. And then on top of that, what a game. What a comeback, Sunderland. 5 goals in that game, over 3.5 by a country mile. Both teams to score. Heck yeah. So Bournemouth were 2-0 up in 20 minutes? 20 quid for an ACCA insurance and one little Sunderland slip. I'm happy with that. We've still got more as well. Which is a bet builder tonight on Tottenham to win or draw. We have not got a cap or so there's no minimum or maximum goals. All we're asking is that both teams do score. So that would mean that there is to be a minimum of over 1.5 goals, over 7.5 corners, and at least 1 card in the first half of this match. If all that happens, then £1 will return £3.20, which will add to the current total of just over 20 quid. In fact, to be exact, I'll tell you the number. It is a lovely sum of, let's see, if we take 20 off 50, so that's 12.34, roughly £22.34. So it could be a 25 or even a £28 day because, of course, there is a £3.13 price boost on Tottenham, AC Milan, Olympique Marseille to win. Olympique Marseille up against Toulouse, 8:05 kickoff. And there was quite a result earlier because 10-man AS Monaco beat Paris Saint-Germain earlier. Takumi Minamino, the former Liverpool player and Southampton player, scoring that 1 goal for Monaco, who won the game. And it is leaving PSG only 2 points clear of Marseille and Lens, who are just behind them on 28 points. But of course, Marseille, if they win against Toulouse, can move themselves into 31 points and they would go above PSG. So that is quite a hefty result for PSG against the Monaco side, who are just in 6th, which is highlighted in a blue Conference League qualification spot. And the other game is AC Milan as they take on Lazio. That has just kicked off actually at 7:45. And currently AC Milan up against Lazio sit in 2nd. And if they do beat Lazio, they will have the chance to potentially move on to either 28 or 29 points with the 3 points. But either way, they will be going above Roma if they beat Lazio today. So, an exciting set of 8 o'clock kickoffs and all the rest. It is time, though, for the team news and match information. Tottenham Hotspur are against Fulham. And, folks, like I said, there's probably about an 80% chance, if not going higher than that, that you'll see at least 20 goals in the highlights. Wherever you get the match of the day, YouTube, you'll get at least 20 Premier League goals to watch out of just 5 games. And, of course, if this game does finish 0-0, you'll still get 19 goals to watch in the 4 other games because that is exactly how many goals we're on at the minute. 19 goals out of 4 games, which is quite a big number. There are also some, I think it's also the women's international break because I believe England women are playing China. Last time I checked, the score was 7-0. Poor China. But let's take a look at the league table and see how it's all turned out after the shenanigans. So Newcastle are up into 11th. They move on to 18 points. By the way, I'm not sure if the points have updated yet, but as far as we're aware, they're on 18 points in 11th. They are on a +1 goal difference. But for Everton, it is a really frustrating result because they cleared a -1 goal difference, I think it was, or something like that, or whatever it was, and got out of the minuses. But today they've let themselves down completely. A 4-1 defeat to Newcastle. By the way, that's the Newcastle's first away win of the season. Potentially a turning point for them. And all of a sudden, they're back to -3. They're back in the negatives. David Moyes really has to find that consistency with Everton. And I don't want to poke questions or start too many talking points, but I have a funny feeling it could be a disconnection at the new stadium for Everton. So that's a real concern. And most certainly the league table will start to probably unravel in the next couple of weeks. Just practice when Arsenal play Wolves in a couple of weeks, phrase. Just practice when Arsenal play Wolves. Just practice, mate. Honestly, just practice. Okay. Just practice. Right. So, Everton, letting themselves down. I mean, it wasn't yesterday. It wasn't yesterday when I was recording a video praising them for professionalism at Old Trafford, and today they've just let themselves down. But Newcastle, it's a great win. It looks like Newcastle maybe are on a turning point. But yeah, I am excited to. I mean, look, it's a shame that the time frame is so small tomorrow with those 205s. Otherwise, I would bring them to you. But the time frame is just too small, and because of Chelsea Arsenal, I don't want to risk it. So, I will be watching Multiview on Sky Sports Golf tomorrow, and I will be back with you guys after Palace Man United at 4:15. But yes, those 2:05 kickoffs tomorrow are all looking pretty decent. There's a West Midlands derby in the Forest Brighton, where Forest last beat Brighton 7-0. It's looking like a great set of 2:05s tomorrow. So Fulham are not one of the greatest sides away from home. Tottenham Hotspur, not one of the greatest sides at home. This is a London derby. It is probably the warm-up London derby before Chelsea Arsenal tomorrow. But who out of these two sides who struggle both away from home in Fulham's sense and Spurs at home get the win? The league table is what we'll look at in a minute in favour of these two. But for now, the team news sees goal laid back four today of Destiny Udogie, Mickey van der Ven, Kevin Danso and Pedro Porro behind the midfield, which is split into two parts, seeing a defensive two of Archie Gray and João Palhinha behind the attacking three of Richarlison, Lucas Bergvall and Mohamed Kudus. Leading the front, though, is Randall Colomwani for Spurs. On the bench is Xavi Simons, Matthias Tell Brennan Johnson, Jed Spence, Wilson Odobert, Pape Sarr, Rodrigo Bentancur, Anthony Kinski, and Ben Davis. Then for Fulham, it is Bernd Leno begins in goal. A back four of Kenny Tete, Joachim Anderson, Calvin Bassey, and Ryan Sessegnon. Midfield is split into two parts, seeing defensive two of Alex Iwobi and Sander Berger behind the attacking three of Harry Wilson, Josh King, and Chukwueze. That's Samuel Chukwueze. Front striker is Raul Jimenez. Where? Oh, I was just about to say, where's Alex Iwobi? There he is. Front striker Raul Jimenez on the bench. Fulham, Tom Kearney, Adama Traore, Jorge Quensa, or Jorge Quensa, however you want to pronounce it. Jonah Kusi Asar, Sasa Lukic, Timothy Castagna, Kevin, Benjamin Lecomte, Emil Smith-Rowe. Most certainly will be an interesting affair for João Palhinha against his former club today. Will he perform well for Spurs against Fulham in this London derby? So the impacts on the league table then. Fulham currently sit in 15th. So Fulham actually can't move anywhere with any amount of points, but of course they can close the gap between themselves and Everton, Liverpool, Manchester United, Newcastle, and Spurs of current. To 1 point. Of course, Liverpool and United both in action tomorrow. But that is the impact with Fulham. So they can't move anywhere, which is a shame for them, but it is what it is. Tottenham Hotspur with the chance to move on to 19 points with a draw there, plus 6 goal difference. We'll see them move, of course, level on points with Brighton, Brentford and Bournemouth. And, of course, they would surpass all 3 of those teams by goal difference. If they get all 3 points here, though, they can move on to 21 points to have been 1 point of Sunderland, who got a huge win today, and 1 point above Palace until they play tomorrow. Again, though, Spurs have the upper hand with goal difference. And a reminder that it is Arsenal-Chelsea tomorrow at the Stamford Bridge, and it is currently first against third, Manchester City, scraping their way to victory against Leeds United in what was an absolute thriller in the end. And yes, I will look forward to watching all 19 and counting of the goals that have been scored on this Saturday. But now, folks, it is time for a London derby between one side in North London, another in West London. In fact, both of the 2 London derbies this weekend are West London against North London. The only difference is that one's taking place in North London, the other is taking place in West. But actually, when you do the geographical maths, Chelsea are actually based in Fulham, where Stamford Bridge is right next to Fulham Broadway Tube Station. But anyways, that is a conversation for tomorrow. Let's just say that. Just to quickly run you through the schedule whilst we're waiting for the game to kick off. By the way, folks, if you haven't already seen my post section where the community tab is, you can go have a look at the schedule for yourself right now. But we have included both game week 13 and 14 in that schedule. And tomorrow it is going to be 12 o'clock and 4:30 when you can join us for firstly Palace against Manchester United. All the build-up is from 11:45, and then it's 4:15 for Chelsea against Arsenal. Kickoff is at 4:30. Tuesday, we will be here for Newcastle against Spurs. And on Thursday, it's going to be Manchester United against West Ham. Newcastle against Spurs on Tuesday is an 8:15 kickoff, and all the build-up will come from 8 o'clock for that one. And then it's 7:45, the usual time, for Man United to West Ham on Thursday, which kicks off at 8 o'clock. It is the only game taking place on Thursday. And the reminder that I will be at a London derby again for Arsenal, and this time it's against Brentford at the Emirates on Wednesday night. Kickoff for that one is at 7:30 if you want to come and have a look and try and find Tom, but that's not until Wednesday. So, yeah. Well, Randall Colomwani, I think he actually scored against PSG in the Champions League in what was a thrilling 5-3 defeat for Spurs. Plenty of goals, But yes, Randall Colomboani wearing a mask, but did score against PSG, his former club, parent club. Not sure what you want to call it, whether he's on loan or not, I don't know. But scored against his former club, PSG, in midweek. It was a 5-3 defeat for Spurs. How thrilling will this be of a derby, and how many goals will we get? That's the important question, folks, because like I say, I mean, 19 goals in 4 games is quite frankly phenomenal today. And I'm not joking. Like, well, folks, we've got a Pacific Punch live and in the building. And yes, as Fraser will pinpoint, it is a rare 8 o'clock kickoff on a Saturday tonight for you people. We don't normally do that, but I just felt like a bit of a change. I didn't see that much value in the Everton-Newcastle game, to be honest with you. Who knows? That might be something that comes back to bite me. But we are off and running. And it is Spurs against Fulham. And this fixture comes ahead of a 1, 2, 3, 2:05 kickoffs. 12 o'clock kickoff makes 4. Chelsea Arsenal makes 5. A 5-game Super Sunday tomorrow. 4. No, that can't be right. No, it can. It can. 5 games today. Yeah, no. 5 games today. Very equal split. 5 games today, 5 games tomorrow. Works. So I don't mind me. My brain was just thinking I was missing a game then, but no, it's because I've been saying for the past 20 minutes, 4 games, 19 goals, but forgetting there's a 5th. Here's Van de Ven for Spurs. Kevin Dancer. Ball's back with Vicario. Well, folks, ahead of Chelsea Arsenal tomorrow, I do want to do a bit of reading because I could not quite get the Premier League app to give me the exact. How are you doing, Hazzy? You good, mate? Welcome aboard. I could not get the Premier League app to give me the exact numbers on what our unbeaten streak at Stamford Bridge is. I know it's near 6 or 7. So that's like it's important because the number's at least 5, but I'm thinking 6 or 7, and I think even 5 is still the biggest unbeaten streak for a Premier League side in a long, long time, if not just in history at Stamford Bridge. So we, of course, want to increase that unbeaten streak. Let's have a look. So it's 6. There you go. Okay, so it's 6. Thank you, Facebook. Thank you, Live Score. Right, that is perfect for me. Okay, so Facebook, Live Score, big up. This is it then, folks. So the unbeaten streak is currently 6. It started back in 2020 with a 2-2 draw at Stamford Bridge, then a 1-0 win for us. Thanks to a poor Jorginho back pass at the bridge the following year. Then a 4-2 victory, which came in and amongst extremely bad form for us and was actually a turning point for us in the end. And before And then it was a 1-0 win in a 12 o'clock Sunday kickoff on TNT Sports, where Gabriel scored the winner and Kenny Tete has scored the opener for Fulham. Wow, what a start by Fulham. Really tidy finish as well. It's a slick goal. The movement from Fulham is fantastic. Those black shirts with the gold, not really the point, but coming forward nicely. A bit of trickery from Chukwueze. Bergval, I mean, what, is he doing yoga there? What is he doing? Can't intercept the pass. Ball rolls across. And what a slick finish by Tete. Absolutely no chance for poor old Guglielmo Vicario. And Fulham, what a start. So, sorry, folks. Just before I do speak to Taki and Hazard, I need to get back to this unbeaten streak because that Fulham goal interrupted me reading out Arsenal's run at Stamford Bridge. So, yeah, here's where it gets a bit messy. And the 2-2 draw of recent, the most recent 2-2 draw back in 2020. That's 2023? God, it doesn't feel that long ago. Anyways, really was one that we were lucky to... yeah, we were in luck there. And then the most recent result, we were unlucky to draw 1-1. But, folks, Arsenal's run, there you go. Live score have confirmed it is 6 at Stamford Bridge. And tomorrow, if we just can stay unbeaten, but of course we want to win, then we will increase that streak to 7. And I would love to know if anybody in the Premier League has got a bigger streak at Stamford Bridge than ours. Please, chat. Find out for me. Get your AIs working. But I am good, thank you, mate. How you doing? Oh! Fulham lead 2-0. 6 minutes. Fulham in black and gold. Looking like $1 billion. Playing like $1 billion. And the Fulham supporters, who tend to pay more for a home ticket than an actual away ticket due to the £30 cap for away fans, are getting their money's worth in what truly is a start by Fulham worth about £1 billion. Football's been tremendous. What a finish by Wilson. The technique is tremendous. And what a start to this London derby. And you know what? I don't regret skipping out Everton against Newcastle, because Fulham have made this game interesting almost immediately. And by the way, folks, I guaranteed you that you would see more than 20 goals in your highlights reels for later. Well, guess what? We're at 21 and counting. Here we go. 21 goals in 5 Premier League games. What a Saturday. Yeah, well, look, Fulham have still made a great start to the match. Big Gabby. Honestly. Do you know, the really annoying thing about our 3 o'clock away selections that we're getting is that they're grounds I've never visited. Because the one thing I'm going to say is that I had a plan to try and get to a hotel or a coach to try and see if I could get a photo with me big Gabby. But of course, I didn't manage to do that at Burnley. If I could just, I would love a second meeting with Big Gabby. I would love a second meeting with Big Gabby. Do you? I keep saying this to you all. Like, don't throw away Sky. Like, look, I'm not trying to cause a debate or anything, but because I know that people don't like the Sky fees, but I keep saying this to you. If you throw away Sky, you throw away customized, authentic coverage, which is curated for domestic football in England. Like, you don't realise how much Sky put into their EFL, Premier League, Carabao Cup coverage. It's authentic. It's designed to be authentic to the UK. And if you throw away Sky, you lose that authenticity. You lose your Seb Hutchinsons, your Peter Drurys, your Bill Leslies, your flipping Rob Hawthorns, your Ian Crockers, your Gary Nevilles, your Jamie Carragers, your Chris Suttons, your Alan Smiths, your Lee Hendrys, your Micah Richards, your Roy Keanes. I could go on and on and on. So as much as people don't like Sky's fees, Sky are the best broadcaster in the UK because they create content which is for us. Paramount Plus, Prime Video, not even TNT Sports will make coverage that is designed for us. That's the whole point. Like, can you not see Sky's behaviour? I mean, okay, Sky's behaviour, of course, is acquiring European rights for the Conference League and the Europa League. But besides that, they've got a domestic footpath. Sky chase domestic football in the UK for a reason. Like, I don't think Sky would throw away England rights, international football rights. Do you know what I mean? Not a great start by Spurs, really, if you ask me. So yeah, like I say, if there's any about throwing Sky away, I would definitely be one to sign a petition against it. Because the broadcasting layout for the UK should be really simple. Once the 3 p.m. blackout goes, you give the Premier League to, because I've said this, TNT Sports are dying. All right, and that has only been made apparent since they've lost all of their. They've lost every single UEFA right, every last bit. They haven't got a drop of UEFA rights left, and quite frankly, on one Premier League game a weekend and FA Cup and Community Shield, you can't survive. So I think TNT Sports are falling apart. With that, it opens the doors to a Netflix, to a Paramount Plus, to whoever. Those are the people who should be getting into talks with the Premier League to say, look, TNT Sports are going out the window. Let's have their rights and let's agree to do the 3 p.m s as well. But the Premier League need to say, need to come back and say, you do it at a lower rate. Sky's the premium. And if you want you know what I mean? Because that's the thing. Sky's the premium, right? You know what I mean? Sky is the home of the Premier League. Sky is practically the home of English football. So you pay the premium to watch Sky, but then the Premier League can set up with a Netflix, a Paramount Plus, and it's just included in your day-to-day subscription to watch the 3 o'clock kickoffs and the 12:30. Because I strongly believe that TNT are falling apart. Yeah. It's your first away win. I mean, look, I wasn't quite sure when that turning point would come for you, but it seems like now you're starting to get a bit of consistency. An away win is important. Let's hope that is your turning point now. I think the Nottingham Forest have got a turning point now as well. And I'm really... And do you know what? I am so grateful. Because it does... You know what I mean? When you've got a second team or somebody who you just... You know what I mean? Like, it does brighten your day up a bit when a team that you love, like as a second club, has had a bad start to the season. I'm not going to lie to you. It's really put a smile on my face seeing Forest the past week. You know what I mean? If Arsenal are doing well, of course there's a smile on my face. But that grin just gets wider when they're doing well. So I hope that they do pan Brighton tomorrow. I believe they will. And I hope they do. I don't know if you guys do notice that smile on my face just gets a bit wider when they win. Do you know what I mean? Except against Arsenal. My smile doesn't get wider when they beat us. But otherwise, nah. I mean, as well, I mean, I was pretty damn like, you know what I mean, today at the bleeding 3 o'clock. I won't lie to you, because Borough were taking the piss against Derby. But guess what? The minute that I found out Borough was 2-1 up, grin on my face. No. Look, I'm open to Liverpool being beaten, but not tomorrow. I'm sorry, but I am very, very firm on the fact that I want West Ham United Football Club of East London relegated from the Premier League, because I keep saying this to you. I keep saying this to everybody who brings up West Ham. The minute that club goes down, they will never, ever be seen in the Premier League again. I'm telling you right now, the minute... No, it's correct. It's correct. I'll get back to that in a minute, but I'll explain in a minute, Hazza, but first West Ham, please. Just bear with. Look, they are one of those clubs. Once they get relegated, they will not come back. That club is one of those clubs where once they get relegated, they will probably end up in League Two. That club is on a downward trajectory. And basically, it's a bit like when you're in a drop slide, you know, where one of those ones where they shut the door on you and the floor comes away from you. It's a bit like that. West Ham are trapped in one of those at the minute. And once that floor drops, they won't come back. It's a one-way tunnel down. Because the club is just so bad. It's such a bad club at the minute. So why not just flush them out now? Get them gone whilst they're playing shit football and they're easy to beat. Flush them out now, get them gone, and then boom, the job is done. They won't come back. Like, literally, once that trapdoor goes for West Ham, flush, gone, into the sewers. Right, on to the 205s. Okay, the reason why, firstly, I will not be doing a 205 kickoff tomorrow, and second of all, why those kickoff times are 205 is because there is a 12 o'clock kickoff earlier in the day, and the Premier League have decided that to benefit Sky, I suppose, to put them as 205s, I think. It has happened before. It was COVID when this happened, obviously, 205, but 205 is not something new. It has been used before. I mean, last season you might refer to the 215s, of course, that were there. But yes, the reason for 205 is because of the 12 o'clock kickoff. And that leads me on to say that there is not enough of a gap, folks, unfortunately, for me to do all 3 slots tomorrow. 205 would actually be too much as well for the Chelsea Arsenal. Because yeah, it's already a push to get on time for the 4:30 kickoff. So yeah. Flixie. I don't know if I already read that comment or not, but no, just no, I can't. Flix, listen to me carefully. If you lose that game tomorrow, I will be the angriest man on earth. All right? There is, like, look, Aston Villa, when I was going at Aston Villa to get relegated, that was a joke, all right? I wasn't actually serious about Aston Villa getting relegated. It was all a joke. This is not a joke. I want that trapdoor to go for West Ham this year. All right? Get them dropped into the sewers and let them get lost in there. I'm telling you right now, the minute that trapdoor releases, West Ham out of this league, they will keep dropping and they will keep dropping. They will not be seen as a Premier League club again once their relegation is confirmed, because everybody of good nature and good players will leave. They'll lose money. The owners are crap. They are finished. That club is just waiting to be relegated. So don't you lose tomorrow. Out of all days to lose, tomorrow is the worst day that you can lose, because West Ham getting relegated will be the start of a fresh era for this Premier League, free of charge. We've got a Spurs fan in here. Big up to you. Welcome aboard. How you doing? I don't mean to ruin your mood by the 2-0 scoreline right now, but I am an Arsenal fan. Just to let you know, I'm going to be quite honest about it. I'm all right, thanks, pal. Yeah, not too bad. I wouldn't say we're smashing it. I wouldn't even say we're smashing it, to be fair. I mean, look, I could have been one of those YouTubers who just went and completely ignored your goal. By the way, what a finish by Richarlison. I'll be honest, it was a great finish by Richarlison, but I called out Zubimendi for that goal we conceded. I'm not getting too carried away. You know what I mean? I could have just gone, oh, F the Tottenham goal. It was a blip. But no, it wasn't a blip. You know what I mean? If you go watch that fan cam back, I called out Zubi fair and square. Did I or did I not? And just like tomorrow, well, to be fair, look, take no offense to me, but I look, you're clearly new to the channel, so I'm going to look. I don't think that you have any vulnerabilities. This is what I said during on Sunday. Is that you guys don't have any vulnerabilities. You're just chronically shit, and there's nothing you can do about it. Really, like that's what it is for you guys. I don't think you guys have any vulnerabilities whatsoever. I just think that you're chronically shit, and you can't get any manager who's going to fix it. With Chelsea, on the other hand, they are probably the world's most vulnerable football team right now. You think about the amount of money they've spent, the ownership issues, the FFP, the amount of players in that squad. I would not even tell you a lie. Either. Like, I genuinely believe that Chelsea are the most vulnerable team in world football. And yeah, I mean, if you go watch that United-Chelsea game back, The United 2-1 Chelsea. That was a fine example of Chelsea being properly ripped open, exposed. Like, that for me was almost a wake-up call as to how vulnerable Chelsea are. But it's just about you being the right team to, and, you know, having the right mindset to trigger those vulnerabilities and really set them off. And United cracked it in a nutshell. Because the way I see them, the amount there's no balance. There is, like, when I look at Chelsea, I don't know half of that squad, and quite frankly, I would not be able to recall off the top of my head what the last Chelsea five Chelsea lineups were. They've got that many players, and it's unsettling for the dressing room. Relationships can't be built. I mean, look, Maresca's doing an all right job. I'll admit that, but again, there's just too many players. There isn't really any relationships on the pitch for Chelsea. You got to go put the gammon on your fish tank. Have you ever heard of that before? Gammon on fish tank? Gammon on a fish tank. Score predictions tomorrow versus West 2-1 Liverpool. I'm serious, Flicks. Don't think I'm... Look. Oh, my word. Chukwueze's in. What a tackle by Van der Ven. He should have scored, though. Release the ball earlier. Minute you pass Vicario, just pass it. And it'll go in. But no, I'm serious, Flicks. Just beat them. Like, just beat them. Like, we need to get that club relegated. Like, there are clubs in this league right now that need to be flushed out and gone. Because, look, I could tell you, if we get Borough and Coventry, and we get, look, this season could be the season where things properly, really, like, we get the perfect Premier League, in my opinion. If we flush out the right clubs this season and we get the right clubs up, Borough, Coventry, and then at least, well, look, there's not really 3 teams at the minute that I would say need to go. For me, it's probably Wolves and West Ham at the minute. I don't think Wolves are nowhere near as bad as West Ham, though, and I think the Wolves just need a year or two in the Championship, reset, refresh, come back up. But no, if we get the right clubs up and we get the right clubs down, then next year we can have a perfect Premier League. Like, let's say West Ham and Wolves gone, Borough and Coventry up. I think that's a perfect Premier League. And I don't know who the third team will be. I'm not really that fussed. And I ain't making guesses. Because I know that I want Borough and Coventry up. And that's just it. Like, I will leave the Championship to do the rest. The playoffs, whatever. So yeah, flush West Ham and Wolves. Get them 2 up. And I know what you're all thinking as well. People will be asking this question in their heads. But the thing is, I normally get it right with promoted teams, so people don't tend to challenge me on it. But why Borough? Absolutely not. But yeah, you can ask me the question, why Borough? People don't ask me enough. People do not challenge my opinions on who I want up. That's it. People do not challenge me enough. Well, I'll answer the question. Borough, I think that look, I know that Rob Edwards is gone, but it really seemed like there was a momentum. with Rob Edwards. And I know he's gone. You don't have to remind me. But look, I genuinely believe that them being up right now in this league with Sunderland and Newcastle, those three clubs, Teesside, Wearside, Tyneside, all together, one league, is a perfect mix. And Coventry are just getting better and better and better. And we're finally seeing a successful Frank Lampard as well, which is even better. So that's why I'm picking those two clubs out. It's not just a case of, oh, okay, right, scan, pick two clubs out, jobs are good. And I've been wanting Coventry up for years. And, I mean, look, I don't know if Borough are going to be that good without Rob Edwards, but anyways. Welcome to Sean Quirk, who's laughing, says, Gunners. Are you an Arsenal fan, Spurs fan? Who are you? Who do you support, friend, mate? So yeah, that's what I'll say to you. Don't hesitate to challenge me on as to why I pick certain clubs to be my targets to come up out of the Championship, because there is reasons behind it, and there always is. There is always a reason. Look, I won't lie to you when I say that in the playoffs last year, I was favouring Coventry over Sunderland. Yeah. I was one of the few that was favouring Coventry over Sunderland, but I don't know. I just felt like, yeah. So yeah, Coventry should be no surprise to anybody. And look, they are going to win the Championship. I can confidently say that Coventry will come up. I don't need to wait until May to know that they're coming up now. As for Borough, please sort your act out. Please. I only beg that they don't mess it up. And you know what? That third club, how funny would it be if it was Stoke? Because they are inconsistent, but they're still finding a way to hang around there. Which is just mental. And it's funny because I was fantasizing with the Stoke fans about them potentially coming up in a pre-season match, which I went to visit as a neutral at the Bet365. And they says to me, we've got no chance. That's why I love football. That's why I love. I do love the Championship for the. I mean, do you know what? The playoffs are fantastic always, but I just love the Championship altogether. Really, particularly when it comes to it's so important that Premier League fans watch what's happening in the Championship and pay attention. Every Premier League fan should have an opinion by now of at least two teams who they want in the Premier League. And that should be every season. Nick Ton 8, welcome into the idea. Good to see you. Welcome all from Twitch. I mean, because if there isn't opinions, then there's no talk. I mean, Brentford coming up, life-changing for this league. Oh my word. Like 5-6 years ago, who are Brentford? I hear you ask. Literally. Am I wrong? 5-6 years ago, who are Brentford? Now they're very comfortably in the Premier League. I mean, Fulham, 5-6 years ago, unstable. Now, stable in the Premier League. It's to be honest with you, Fulham deserve a real pat on the back because when they got relegated back in 2020, whenever it was, I did not think that they would become stable in this league. But how was I wrong? I was wrong. That perfect trio, is still here together. All three of them, Fulham, Bournemouth, Forest. That trio that came up all together have stayed up and have been solid in this league, really. Forest have had a rocky start to the season, I know. But people forget that those three teams came up together as a trio and have stayed consistent pretty much, really. Well, yeah, I do. And by the way, I know that I enjoyed the Luton playoff final, but I think I would have been in tears if Huddersfield won that playoff final against Forest. I would have been devastated. I do. Yeah, that's who it was against, by the way, Forest's playoff final. Huddersfield. I think they're now in League One, aren't they? Our unbeaten streak at Stamford Bridge is currently 6, and we look to increase that to 7 tomorrow. Six unbeaten. Try and find me another team who's gone that more than that. Try and find me a team who's gone. Oh, I don't want to mess this up. Look, just try and find me a team who's gone more than 6 unbeaten at the Bridge in the Premier League, please. In a row. Because I'm scratching my head. I can't think of a team who's gone 6 unbeaten at the Bridge. Can you? I think we are probably one of the best unbeaten streaks at the Bridge. Do you know what the Arsenal fans will be singing tomorrow? We are the kings of the Bridge. Something like that, anyway. I must admit that since the 2 goals, nothing's really happened in this game. But I've got 21 goals to watch back later. I know. 21. Yeah. I've got 21 goals to watch back later. Oh, treat. Just 5 games. 21 goals. What a Saturday. What a Saturday. And guess what? Worth. Sorry, I've got to do. I think it was £22.34, I believe. Yeah, £22.34. Yeah. 21 goals, £22.34. Yep. I only put a fiver on. £22.34, not complaining at all. Thank you very much. By the way, that's the first Acker Insurance has won this season. And it was all 3 o'clock kickoffs. There was no, yeah, it was just a reminder of the first winning insurance of the season. Coventry, Borough, Sunderland, City, and Brentford all to win. 1184. And this, well, I mean, fair play, Sunderland. Thank you very much, because 2-0 down, 3-2 win. Yeah, it equates to 5 goals, which takes us well over 3.5. Online or in shop? Which bookie? What's your stake? Oh, and is it a price boost? Yeah, I should have stuck 100 quid on that. In fact, if I'd have stuck a tenner on that, that'd have been 105 quid. Oh, that hurt. That hurts a little bit, that does, knowing that. If I stuck a tenner on that, that would have been 105 quid. Oh, that hurts. Oh, crazy. I stick a tenner on that, that's 105 quid. Wow. I stick 100 quid on that. It's 1,500? No. Can't be. I'll tell you what hurts. But I only put look, that's what I mean. See? £1, £10.50. You do the maths. Yeah, you stick another 0 on that. 10. Place value. Oh, hang on a minute. 105 quid. This. Sunderland to win over 3.5 goals and both teams to score. £1, £10.50. If I stick a tenner on that, it's 105 quid. It's Josh King. Yeah, which bookie? Oh, yes, by the way, look what is here. Yes, I've got it early, but guess what? You ain't seeing it. Oh, no, you can see that one. Ignore me. You can see that one. That's the 1, 2, 3 that I was trying to hide from you. No, the Football Super Series is here. It is Coral, and it's on Chelsea Arsenal. But guess what? You ain't seeing none of it until tomorrow, I'm afraid. I will keep this under wraps until tomorrow. There it is, ready to go for Chelsea Arsenal. And all will be revealed what is on this tomorrow, to see if I can get a share of 10k. Could have, ball in. Oh, lovely ball in as well. Great ball in. Let's not update the 1, 2, 3 because, well, no, we ain't getting anything from the 1, 2, 3 this week because Spurs have not won 2-1. Spurs are 2-0 down. No, I put £1 on it. That's what I'm saying to you, Flixie. That's what I'm saying to you, lad. I stuck £1 on that. It returned £10.50. It was a price boost. So if I just stick a tenner on it, place value, 10, £105, lad. That's what I'm getting at. And that is what is annoying. It's just simple place value. 105. That's mad, honestly. And if I'd have, well, yeah. The thing is with me, I just stick on a load of bet slips to cover what I need to do. Because I bet to cover the day. I don't just like... Yeah, because I want more than one thing to look at, you see. Van der Ven had a go. And then untroubled. This Facebook post, bit outdated, but honestly, the words are so correct. I honestly don't know how Rob Edwards decided to leave a club like Middlesbrough. No, neither do I. Med for 6. Neither do I. Oh, 3 minutes of added time, by the way. Sorry, folks. Didn't quite get that. There you go. We're already a minute through, but 3 minutes were added on. We are a minute through. So 3 minutes added time. 2 to go. Oh, wow. Look at this. Oh. Hang on. It's the... Oh. It's a simulator. Do you know what? That is annoying because that... What a livery that's been put on this train. But it's a simulator. Of course it is. Oh, GW. I hope the GWR have actually put that livery. Oh, it's beautiful. I hope that's a real livery. Yeah, that is... One thing that isn't simulated yet is the new Class 8-10 Auroras that are coming to the Midland Main Line very soon. And the Midland Main Line is one of the few main lines in the UK which is not going to have any disruption during Christmas, which means that I will have to use East Midlands Railway's brand new toys. 33 of them. They are bi-mode, which means they can travel on diesel or electric overhead wires. They are a Class 8-10 Hitachi, and they are called Aurora. That is their nickname. Okay, big bet. Cole Palmer's break his leg. Cole Palmer's fit. Yeah, break his leg. That'd be cruel. No, I wouldn't do that. I don't know. I'll see. A boo string rings around the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Fulham started on the front foot, are 2-0 up at half time. and it is a low feeling at the stadium. 2-0 down at half-time. Fulham could be on their way to quite an important victory in this London derby. Half-time score, Spurs 0, Fulham 2. So yeah, I'll show you these new little toys, shall I? For anybody who's interested, because I have seen them, by the way, and I won't lie, I am a bit. Look, I love Bombardier built trains, but I would be more than excited to ride these new trains. So let's show you. So here you are. These are the new toys, which are going to be added to the railway very soon. They are delayed, actually, these. They are delayed, but they are on their way. Very, very soon, guys. And I'm not going to lie, they're quite pretty. There's no yellow about them. In fact, here's a nicer photo, actually. Look at that. See what I mean? There's no yellow on it. That's enough. Do you know what? I need to zoom in for you guys, don't I, really? I should. But anyways, you can see the pictures. It's got that nice grey nose. These are the new toys that are coming to the railway. They're literally going to be out next week. Like, they are literally coming out 1st of December, so Monday. These are about to be added to the railway, these new toys, and they're going to be undisrupted as well throughout one of the most disruptive railway Decembers in history. Like I said, the Midland Main Line is one of the few main lines that gets away with disruption. So yeah, these I think are coming out on Monday, these new toys. Yeah, you can imagine that I'll be looking at these new toys on Monday, can't you? There's 33 of them, so yeah, there you go. Just thought I'd show you the new toys. They're going to be added very soon. Yeah, they are going to look great in St Pancras, you know. Once they get to St Pancras, they'll look fantastic. They really will. They will look fantastic next to the Eurostars in St Pancras. Well, I say that, but there's a massive fence between the EMR platforms and the Eurostar ones. But hey. Look, folks, if you haven't already, do make sure you are smashing a like on this stream. Hit that subscribe if you are new. Hit that poll up as well. Let us know who's going to win. 14 votes so far. Spurs actually have domination on the poll. Oh, there's building work at Villa Park. There's building work at Villa Park. I've just seen this. Villa Goal Zone on Facebook. Oh, right, okay. Oh, is it a fan zone? Let's have a look. Let's zoom in. Oh, I don't know. It says get prepared. Get prepared. I don't know what you can do to make Villa Park better. I mean, look. I don't think I would invest on a ticket at Villa Park at the minute. Do you know what? Spurs are just chronic at this, aren't they? But yeah, what a win for you guys, obviously. First win away with it, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, but you'll have to excuse my politics voice here, but I've just seen a photo of Rachel Reeves and sodding Sakir Starmer on these new toys, which are supposed to be launched on the railway on Monday. Yes, I'm talking about the brand new trains which are about to be released onto these to the Midland Main Line. God. So the halftime stats, 1 card for Spurs, 6 shots from Fulham, 2 on target, 2 in total for Spurs, none on target. XG 0.35, Fulham 0.07 for Spurs. That is bad. Wow, okay. Just a quick update, because I am doing a bit of scrolling in a minute, because it's literally like an unanalyzable first start between these two. So the fastest Premier League goal has been scored today, and I have to say, it's not that fast, is it? I mean, 59 seconds. Come on. I've seen Bournemouth score at the Emirates in 12, was it? I can't believe that's the fastest goal this season. Like 59 seconds. That's a slow goal. Like, I'm sorry, Sky, but you're overemphasizing it. Lightning bolt, 59 seconds. 59 seconds is like they're hyping 50. That's. I'll hype the fastest goal when it says like 6 seconds, because trust me, a team can score in like 2 full seconds. All you need to do is just pass it to you, because you can't shoot from kickoff, by the way. It's not allowed. You can't shoot from kickoff. That's the first thing I'll tell you. You can't shoot. There has to be a pass, I think, or something, just a touch before you can shoot. So just do a quick pass and then shoot. Score. That's how you get in the fastest goal. Well, fastest goal in Premier League history. Here we are. Fastest goal in Premier League history. Here we go. It was 9.82 seconds. Ledley King, 0001. So 2000/2001. Then Decore got closer with a 10.18 second goal. Then Alan Shearer, 10.52, 0203. Ericsson, 10.54. And the list keeps going on. So just to get you in the right... So yeah, fastest goal ever scored... Sorry, no, that's wrong. Fastest goal scored in the Premier League, Shane Long. Watford against Southampton, 18-19. That is the Premier League's fastest goal. Shane Long scored it. And I believe it was Southampton who scored that as well. Billing actually came closer than... So yeah, Philip Billing has got the second fastest goal in Premier League history at the Emirates. That can be beaten. 7.69 can be beaten. Absolutely, it can be beaten. I'm sorry, but Just Realltom football, mate. Nicked on 8. It shouldn't be that dissimilar to Twitch, to be fair. If anybody can guess, by the way, who scored the slowest goal in this list, I'll give you a. Well, I don't know. I'll give you some. Anyway, it was Liverpool against Huddersfield. This is a goal that was fast, but is the slowest in this list. And if there are no guesses in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, then I'll tell you it's Naby Keita. But on this list, we've got Jesus Navas, Jay Rodriguez, Asmir Begovic. Wow. The Bosnian keeper, eh? Begovic. Chelsea v Southampton. No, Stoke v Southampton, sorry. So yeah, Begovic, a goalkeeper, getting a goal is like, yeah. I can't believe that Asmir Begovic on this list. Jesus Navas was City v Spurs. Wow. One of my favourite fixtures, City v Spurs at the Etihad at the minute. Love it. Yeah. I want to have a look at this Asmir Begovic goal. I want to see Asmir Begovic scoring this goal. Like I'm intrigued now. Let's have a look at it. Let's go. So yeah. Oh, there's a Grand Prix in Qatar tomorrow. F1 fans will like that. But what I'd like is for the second half to have a few more goals. Spurs v Fulham. Second half. Should be here in about a minute or two. Flixie FC back in the house. Flix, which Liverpool player has scored the fastest goal? Which Liverpool player has scored the fastest Liverpool goal in Premier League history? I'll give you a clue. It was against Huddersfield. Can you guess it? Oh, if Flix can guess this. And don't Google it. See, I'll know. I'll know if he Googles it because I need to get my list up. Bear with me. I need to get the list. I need to get the list up. I need to get the list up. Let's see. It's the very bottom of the list. 15.20 seconds. It's last decade. Last decade. Second half just about to get underway here between these two. Naby Keita. 15.20 seconds. 2018-19. Liverpool v Huddersfield. Naby Keita. Naby Keita has scored the... Hang on, I just want to check that to make sure I've got it right. Let's see. Yep, that's it. Yep, it's Naby Keita. Yep, it is Naby Keita. Yep. I just wanted to make sure that there was none. Yep, Naby Keita. Naby Keita. I mean, I would know it was an Arsenal player. Do you know what? I swear, if it were Big Gabby, I'd never forget it. That's for sure. If it were Big Gabby, I'd never forget it. Gabby scored the winner. Mikel Merino scored the goal, the equaliser. And that leads me on to say, I do not give two flying pig shits if Victor Gyökeres is fit. Listen to me. Do not put Victor Gyökeres on that. Well, no, put him on the bench. If he's fit, bench him. All right? I'm saying this from the outset. Mikel Merino should start the big games. Because, wow, does it make a difference? I'm not even being funny with you. Mikel Merino is the right guy for the bigger games, in my opinion. I'm not just like it's not a criticism against Gyökeres. I just think Merino is so impactful in the big games. Like when you put Merino in big games and in big circumstances, that's when you get the best. Like in my opinion, Real Madrid, Spurs recently, that's when you see the best of Merino. So I think, you know, I think Arteta's got to get that balance, personally. Havertz and Jesus just need to go. Because you don't need them. I'll tell you right now that Mikel Merino, until Gyökeres gets firing, is our best striker. I do believe that Mikel Merino is a better striker currently than Gyökeres. And he's not a striker. I know Gyökeres is still getting started. Mikel Merino is our best striker. When he's in that in that position in the big games, that is when you get the best of Mikel Merino. And I hope that Arteta can see it, because I do believe that if you get that clear balance of letting Gyökeres have the games that aren't important, that's where Gyökeres is going to be key. Like the fuck I know. Who scored the winner at Anfield in a defeat for a certain team that was 2-1 of most recent. So just again, who scored the winning goal of the last 2-1 scoreline at Anfield? I'm not going to tell you that, otherwise it'd give it away. Do you know that? Flix is trying to think if there's been if Liverpool have won 2-1 or lost 2-1 again. Come on, Flix. Should be obvious. If you know your club, you should know this straight away. You should be like, oh, we haven't won 2-1 in ages, so hang on a minute. Oh. Come on. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. It was Harry Maguire. He can't get it, can he? It was Harry Maguire. Of course it was. Yes. The last 2-1 scoreline at Anfield was the 2-1 defeat to United. So guess what? It was Maguire. Oh my God. How did you not get that? God, if that question comes up in a pop quiz, I'm on my buzzer straight away. It was Maguire. It was. It was Maguire. It was Maguire. I didn't say win or lose. I just said the last 2-1 scoreline. Maguire. Maguire is the answer. No. I just said the last 2-1 scoreline. I didn't say win or lose. I specifically avoided those words. I'm in stitches. I'm in stitches that you didn't get that within 10 seconds. Honestly, I would have had that straight away. And I'm not even a supporter of those two clubs. If that comes up in a pop quiz, I'm like... Trust me, send me to a pop quiz. Yeah, go on. Somebody send me to a pop quiz and put that question on. I'll get it straight away. Try and make it similar to that one I just gave you. But obviously, not too... Don't make it too easy for me. No, don't make it... I don't like easy. Just not too hard. I can't believe that it took you probably about 2 minutes to get that. I'm like, oh. It was the FA Cup final, I believe. Yeah, no, it was. It was the FA Cup final, I believe. Back in 2020. Aubameyang were both the goals. I don't, because I think, well, the last score lines have been like 5-0, 4-2, 3-1, 1-0, etc. I don't recall a 2-1 victory after the FA Cup final. So the FA Cup final is what I'm saying. I mean, my brain might be messing about with me, but I don't think that... Yeah, I thought so. I'm just trying to think of another one for you now. Yeah, you do. Mate, yeah, you do. Because I know that we rarely beat Chelsea 2-1. Can I just say that as it is? Like, we rarely beat them 2-1. Like, you always get a third against Chelsea. Do you know what I mean? Like, we don't really do 2-1 wins, to be fair. We aren't a 2-1 team. Do you know what I mean? Like, 2-1 is not a regular scoreline with Arsenal. When was the last time, Flicks, that Liverpool beat Crystal Palace by more than 4 goals? Once again, when was the last time that Liverpool beat Crystal Palace by 4 or more goals? What was the score? What was the score? Come on. What was the score? Where was it at? Oh man, this is making the Ooh. It was one of those two. It was 7-0. It was 7-0. And it was, I'm trying to think of the date, man. It was the 19th of December, I believe. Yeah. 2020. You're right. By the way, I don't have a sodding clue. I'm sorry, but I don't. The last 2 home results for us against Leicester have been 4-2. I think the last 3 home results for us against Leicester have been 2-0, 4-2, 4-2. And away, I think it's been 2-0, 1-0, 2-0. So I don't recall the last time we beat them 4-0. Like I say, last 3 home results against Leicester were 2-0, 4-2, 4-2. Last 3 away results against Leicester were 2-0, 1-0, 2-0. So I don't know. Yes, I know. 4-2. Twice. Yeah, James Justin, mate. I know. James Justin, out of all people. Actually really hurts conceding 2 goals at Leicester. Can't lie. Oh, that is. What a finish by Mohamed Kudus. Spurs back in it. What a finish. It's sumptuous. It is simply sumptuous. It is sumptuous. Oh, it's top bins. The touch. The touch. Once he gets the pass from Bergvall, the touch. Oh, and he just lifts it. Top bins. Oh, it's sumptuous. I remember the bicycle kick against City on the final day when Arsenal lost. Lost the league title. Yeah, what a great goal it was on a back. Don't have a clue. Can we not have Leicester questions? Like, can we please not have Leicester questions? Like, I do not pay attention to Leicester because they're crap. Like, come on, I've given you fair ones, really. You've got, let's not lie about it. Leicester. You want to involve Leicester in this? I mean, come on. Yeah, go on. You keep giving them me because, quite frankly, I can't think of any more to give you at the minute. Actually, in the last 6 years, what stadium was Liverpool's heaviest defeat recorded at? And who scored the goals for Liverpool in that defeat? But also, what was the scoreline? So once again, the stadium. I'm not asking for the year. I'm asking for the stadium. I'm asking for the goal scorers for Liverpool. And I'm asking for the scoreline. And I'll give you a clue. Liverpool did not score any more than 4 goals. So that's your cap, Flicks. So the stadium, the Liverpool goal scorers. And once again, there was no more than 4 Liverpool goal scorers. So you heard me. The stadium, the scoreline, and the Liverpool goal scorers. So Liverpool's heaviest defeat in the last 5-6 years was at what stadium? Who scored the Liverpool goals? There was no more than 4. And what was the score? So it's a heavy defeat, but Liverpool scored no more than 4 goals in that heavy defeat. No, you scored no more than 4 goals in your heaviest defeat in the last 5 to 6 years. So you scored no more than 4 goals in your heaviest defeat in the last 5 to 6 years. And I also want to know who those goal scorers were. No more than 4. What the stadium was. And what the scoreline was. I'm not asking for the team. I'm not asking for the year. I'm asking for the stadium. I'm asking for the Liverpool goal scorers. And I'm asking for the scoreline. So, I'll tell you. So, it was Aston Villa 7, Liverpool 2. It was at Villa Park. And your goal scorers were Mo Salah, who scored twice. So, 7-2, Villa Park, Salah. Those were the 3 answers you were looking for. So, 7-2, your heaviest defeat in 5 to 6 years. Salah scored the 2 goals for you. And Villa Park was the stadium. It's simple. Again, I wasn't exactly looking for 4 goals, Flicks. I said no more than 4. 7-2. Who was the referee? Come on, you know that, don't you? You know the ref. No, you don't. It was Martin Atkinson. Yeah, it was Martin Atkinson. I don't even know if Martin Atkinson's still alive. Come on, then give me one, Flicks. Come on, give me one. Oh. By the way, don't try and use the City 4-1 Arsenal. Just if you're going to do a defeat, don't use City 4-1 Arsenal. Because I'll tell you free of charge that was Rob Holding who scored our goal. Before you get all excited going, oh, Tom won't remember that Rob Holding scored against City. Yeah, I do. Okay? Yes. I do remember that Rob Holding scored that goal against City. So that one's out of the ruling. Make it hard, Flicks. I do remember that Rob Holding scored the only goal in a 4-1 defeat at City for us, which was one of our most heavy defeats in a while. You're gonna have to dig a bit deeper than that. I can read your brain, Flicks. I knew you were giving me it. I could tell you were going to give me that, thinking that I wouldn't know that Rob Holding scored our goal. Oh. Oh. I would say probably Salah at least once. Probably Mane twice. Firmino will have scored. Maybe... I don't know. 18, 19. Was Ox playing for us then? Oh, fuck. Flicks. I don't know. Without looking at the league table, Flicks, are you listening to me? Without looking at the league table, what is Liverpool's combined goal difference of last season and this season in total? So again, what is Liverpool's goal difference combined with this season and last season? You can't look at the league table. Do you want the answer, or am I gonna let you, or are you gonna answer it? Try and answer it. Do you want to know? Okay. I'm gonna buzz you out in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right. Okay, Flicks. The answer you were looking for is 43. Because right now, Liverpool sit on a -2 goal difference. Last season, your goal difference was 45, which means that your goal difference combined with this season and last season is 43. Go on. Go on, Flix. I'm waiting. In the meantime, I want to see how well you've been listening to me now. Probably 17th. No, I'll go 8th. I'll go 8th. Right, now, Flix, this is a test of how well you've listened to me. And to see if you actually listen to all the good information I give you. What, Flix, is the nickname of the class 222 and who is the manufacturer of it? And also, a little bit of a hint for you, these trains are about to be replaced with class 810 Aurora. Come on, you should know that. So who's the nickname in the box? Come on. I nearly said the manufacturer then. Come on. You should know this. Come on. I'll give you a clue. It's a family of 3 trains. 2 of this family are owned by Cross Country. So who is the manufacturer and what is the train's nickname? Again, it is 222 and it is to be replaced by 810 Aurora. Okay. It is East Midlands Railways Class 222 Meridian, which is a Bombardier-built train as part of the Bombardier Voyager family, which includes the Class 220, 221 and 221 Voyagers owned by Cross Country, and the current intercity trains for EMR, which are Class 222 Meridians. So, the answer you were looking for the nickname was Meridian, and the manufacturer is Bombardier. Flix, I am ashamed. I am ashamed, Flix. I literally told you half an hour ago that, oh, hang on a minute. Yeah, new train. These trains are going on Monday. Did I or did I not show you pictures of the new shiny toys which are coming out? 33 of them on Monday. Okay, here. Okay, here's another one for you, Flix. Now, this will really be a test if you've been listening. What is the nickname of a train which is linked to kissing? Who is the manufacturer? That's a bonus question. And who is the operator? So again, who is the operator of trains that have a nickname linked to kissing? And if you can get that nickname as well, that'd be great. Flix is like, Yeah, I'm testing to see if you listen, mate. And no, I can't go into any more depth than that, because if I do, it'll give it away. He doesn't know, does he? Right. Here you go. Are you ready for this? Greater Anglia. Flirt. Yes, that's the nickname of the train. Manufacturer, Stadler. Flix is like, oh, for fuck's sake. I don't think I can give you any more. I genuinely don't think Flix has paid any attention to all the information I've given him. So there's going to be a change of Pape Sarr for Lucas Bergval. 30 minutes to go here. In this one between these two. Can Spurs get back level? Is the question, which we'll soon get an answer to. It won't be. Chukwueze. It won't be. Oh, cross. Oh. And Jimenez went in for the contact. Lovely cross. And Jimenez. Second yellow card of the season for him. If you haven't already, do make sure you are smashing a like on this stream. Hit that subscribe button if you are new. Folks, there is just about 11 minutes to go in this one between Spurs and Fulham. Will Spurs get back on terms? Fulham are going to make a change. It's a singular one. And it will be their last, I think, because they only get 3 windows. And a change. It's going to see Samuel Chukwueze replaced by Kevin, who is the club record signing for Fulham. There you go. So Kevin on to replace Chukwueze. And it's a Spurs set piece. It's a long throw. Danso can do it. Will it be enough to get them level? There's contact. And wide. Colomwani, and I can see it's a rather weird mask, you know. It's his jaw. Simons. Makes me throw. Kevin, really? Okay, so it's a Fulham free kick here. They're well worth the win if they get it. In the 84th minute. Congested in there. Udogi replaced by Matthias Tel. Pape Sarr. It's going to be a corner there. Spurs showing a bit of life. Could this be a 2-2 draw? We're currently at 22. Yes. Goals scored in 5 games on this Premier League Saturday. This would be a 23rd if Spurs can get level. Defended at the near post well by Tete, the first goal scorer of this match. And in by Porro, but into the gloves of Bert Leno. Three minutes of normal time to go in this one. And now Colomwani. Kudus, last 90 seconds of the 90 here. Yes, potentially. What time? When? We'll see. Why? What is it? Who? What? Mickey van der Ven, 90 minutes on the clock. The scoreboard has turned red. 4 minutes in added time here at the end of this one. Hasn't been a game of that much. I'm not too surprised that only 4 additional minutes. But yeah, Flicks, when is my immediate answer to that question? From you? Because I haven't got that much time. I can do, obviously, anywhere after the 12, well, in between, obviously, like, let's say 3:45, like, let's say around 2 o'clock up until 3:40 I could do. Tomorrow. Just go down. What about? You know, I don't remember the last time Fulham won at Tottenham. Be a huge victory for them this time. Do excuse the squinting, I've got a bit of cramp. Yeah, away again. So, the last time, but I don't want the in-game stats, you Premier League morons. I want that, yeah. No, I don't want all the Premier League matches this weekend. I want them previous, honestly. I don't understand why they don't just make things simple. Actually, let's play with Copilot. So the last time Fulham beat Spurs away was on March 17th, 2013. 1-0 victory at White Hart Lane, apparently. I know it's ULB Loyal Blue. I've seen you schedule your bloody preview, your stream for tomorrow. It was there this morning. Well, this afternoon when I scheduled my 2 streams. You're ready for a preview? I can do anywhere between buggery. Probably about 2 o'clock until 3:40. Right, that's the full-time whistle. And Spurs beaten at home by Fulham. First victory for them. Okay. Well, fan cam then, most certainly, from you. Yes, will you be there for it? Will you be here for a fan cam, no matter the result? Does that mean to say that if you get beaten, you won't do it? I'm not going to lie. If you get beaten, then fan cam will probably be better, I suppose. I don't know. At least from my perspective. Right, folks, it has been a 20... What? No, you can't do that. You can't do that. No. You can't. No, man, we need... No, laddie. No. No. Right, folks, it has been 5 games that have seen 22 goals scored in the Premier League today. I know, an extraordinary number. However, Fulham are the only team today to win but not score 3 or more goals. But nevertheless, it is a huge victory away to Spurs for Fulham to cap off this 22-goal Saturday. Now, we move on to Super Sunday, where tomorrow you can join me at 11:45. Palace against Manchester United is what we start with, and Chelsea against Arsenal is the big one. Now, folks, I do need to go, but take care, have a good night, and we'll see you all back here tomorrow, 11:45 a.m. Bye-bye.
Walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight.
Sorry to bother you guys, but who on earth has changed my profile picture? Whoever that is, Strafter, I will be having major words. I have just seen that.
I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Tonight, we will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul.